G'day guys, we've got a conservation of momentum question here today. Sorry about my voice, I'm getting a bit of a cold, so if I sound like I've smoked a couple of packets of Marlboro Reds, I apologise. So let's have a look at what we've got here. We've got a 9,300 kilo boxcar travelling at 15 metres a second strikes a second boxcar at rest. So this one here is going 15 metres a second. Now this one here weighs 9,300 kilos. The two stick together and move off with a speed of 6 meters a second. Okay, so we have 6. What is the mass of the second cart? Okay, so the way we're going to calculate this is we're going to use our, basically all of the theory that surrounds conservation momentum. So conservation momentum basically says that in a collision like this, the momentum before, or let's call it P1, is going to have to equal the total momentum after P2. Now in this case, well, in all cases, momentum is mass times velocity. So we're going to have the mass 1 times the velocity 1. Let's make sure you guys know it's a vector quantity. And that's got to be equal to the mass 2, which is what we're trying to calculate, times velocity 2. Cool. So from here, this isn't a very complicated problem. We can simply plug in quite a few of these variables and just solve for mass 2. So that mass 1 is 9,300. And we're going to times that by velocity 1, which is 15 meters per second. Now that's going to equal mass 2, which we don't know what it is, times velocity 2, which is 6. Okay, so to find mass 2, we're going to go 9,300 times 15 divided by 6. And that is equal to 23,250. Cool. So after we've done that, that mass there is, well, includes both the first carriage and the second carriage, or the first boxcar and the second boxcar. So basically we have to figure out what the second boxcar is. So again, a bit of common sense. So boxcar 2 will equal minus the weight of boxcar 1. Which ends up being 13,950 kilos. And that is our final answer. So this is quite a basic conservation of momentum question. This is what you'd probably expect to see when you're first introduced to it. You've got you've got two situations. You've got a before collision and after collision. Now, you'll be usually supplied with all of the information that you require for before collision, so the mass and the velocity. And in this case, we had to solve for what the weight of this cart here was. So what we were able to do is, using our conservation momentum relationship, we were able to find the mass of both of these things. And then after we'd done that, we could just subtract the 9,300 kilos, which is the mass of the first one, and we'd get the mass of the second one. So I hope this video helped. It's not a very complicated one. I think I've got a few more on my channel that are a little bit more complicated than this, but all I would say is just keep practicing. This one is a bit more common sense than anything. Keep practicing. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, do us a favor, and I'll see you guys all next time.